Hello, this is Andrea Cowdy from Virtualissimo. I'm a content strategist for the Intuitive Entrepreneur, and this week we are busting some excuses for why people don't do video. I hope you guys have had a great Easter. I'm coming to you live at 6 p.m. from Sydney on this page. So, I tried to remember today in preparation for this live when it was the first time that someone stuck a camera in my face and wanted me to say something that wasn't something like a family video, for example. And I can't exactly remember what year it was, how long ago, or what it was exactly that we were recording, but I know that it felt like someone just opened the toilet door on me or something like that. It was like, I didn't know what to say, even though I was prepared and there was kind of a script to go through, but I basically stood there like a stunned mullet and I just couldn't take my eyes off the camera lens. And it took a couple of goes before I could actually make something out of it, and it took me a couple of goes, even more, a couple of weeks or months before I was actually comfortable in front of the camera. So if one of your excuses is that you're camera shy or you don't like being in front of the camera or that's intimidating, I know exactly how you feel. But if you're just sitting there waiting for that feeling to go away or somehow resolve itself, that's not going to happen. The only way that this is going to happen is if you basically just swallow your fear and do it anyway. So why is it intimidating? It's intimidating because all of a sudden we feel like we're on the spot, whether it's a live broadcast like what I'm doing now, or it's a recording. I can understand why people feel intimidated because anything you say is recorded. And even if you know at the back of your head that if it's a recording, you can edit it out, it doesn't really make a difference, because speaking to a camera is not really like speaking to another person. But this is where the solution comes in. If you feel like you're just too intimidated to talk to camera, or it just makes you freeze, even just the thought of having to record something, I have a solution for you. But you do need to record a video. It's not like, oh, then you don't have to do it. Well, that would be the point, right? So what I suggest you to do is, whether you're using your webcam on your computer or your tablet or your phone, just record a video when you're by yourself. No one is disturbing you, no one's watching you, because I think that's the other thing that can be really kind of in your face, is that camera is the person who is holding the camera and going, well, I'm waiting, why aren't you saying something? So it's like, yeah, that just adds to everything. So just do it, just record a video and pretend that you're talking to your best friend or your dog or your cat. It doesn't really matter. Your pot plant, whatever, or whoever you normally talk to, just pick a subject and tell them how your day was, for example, or what you had for dinner, or something that's really, really simple and trivial. But get used to talking to the camera instead of trying to say something that's related to your business or wow your audience or something inspiring. Do one thing at a time. Get used to talking into a camera. And you can do that by just recording a video about your favorite recipe or how you are planning your holiday. It doesn't really matter. The topic doesn't really matter. It's completely inconsequential. The point is that you get used to talking into a lens, basically, and remove the intimidation. Make it something short. It doesn't have to be long, just something short, but if you just ravel on, that doesn't really matter either. Again, the topic is inconsequential. Do that a couple of times, but I suggest you do not look back on your video. You do not look at what you've just recorded, because That's the third thing that stops a lot of people and intimidates a lot of people is when they watch it back and they go, that doesn't look like me. That doesn't sound like me. Oh, I can't stand the way that looks or the way that sounds, and how silly is that? And look at my hair, and oh, look, I've got something in my teeth, and all that kind of stuff. So don't look back at your video. You can send it to your friend for a bit of a giggle and show it to them, but do not look back at your videos. Keep them for a little while, for a couple of days, or maybe until you record your next one, and then just delete it. That's it. Just delete it. If you want, you can even do it onto Facebook, so you get used to the interface. Do it to your personal profile. There's a trick to it though, to avoid everybody else seeing your blunders, and that is to set your privacy setting for that particular post before you start your live video. Set the setting to only me. That is a setting that basically posts your video, your live video, to Facebook. No one else is going to be able to watch it apart from you and whoever has access to your profile, which I don't advise you do, but you know, privacy setting, that's a whole other video for some other day. Yeah, so set your privacy setting to only me on your personal profile and do a Facebook Live. Again, that lets you or helps you get used to the interface, helps you get used to the fact that you're talking to camera, and do that a couple of times. Yeah, it's that simple, and you're not going to get over your fear until you actually start doing it. Tomorrow I will be back with some more excuse busting for why you're not doing your videos, and that will be about you just don't think that you have anything to say, or you don't know what to say. Well, I will tell you how to bust that excuse at 6 p.m. live on this page. See you tomorrow.